Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Saturday morning breakfast stream. Hello, hello, Mega Terra Nova. You are an early bird today. Alright, how we sounding? I think we're good. Alright, so I missed last week because adulty things. Today, the tea of the day is the Numi Turmeric Amber Sun. It contains turmeric, rooibos, honeybush, cardamom, cinnamon, black pepper. So it has kind of a chai sort of bite to it. And then I also have a carrot muffin. Because lazy. So Miss Rip is outside on the steps and kind of being pouty this morning. So she's already had her gravy treat for the morning. So we'll see how that, how that goes. Alright. Yeah. It's gonna take me a minute to remember all the controls, but here we are. Alright. It's in really good condition. That's our new old reliable. And blood on stick, which feels like a bad translation. Amazing. Okay. We're doing okay on weight. I totally came in here to check my journal, and I did not do that. Okay, so we finished up those bounties. And let's go be a shitheel and start collecting money from, people who clearly cannot pay for their own plots.
Are we getting paid or not?
Any loss of productivity will be deducted from your pay.
The corporate is gross. Yep.
You picked a fine time to visit, stranger.
I'm guessing you're the foreman.
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Wow, okay, gravesite fees I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
You have to pay for your neighbor's grave site fees?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
You said the guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Must be tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
I thought you said you were his closest living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death.
God!
I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property.
Dang.
What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
What are they gonna do, arrest his corpse?
When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
Wow. he's a person.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Man, that's, something. Oh, that feels so yucky.
Is Reed hiding in there?
Mr. Thompson is aware of your concerns and remains committed to guiding Edgewater.
I guess we'll go to the next one. Closest living relative. The closest person to you relative to the body. Oh, Esther, hello.
Cannery's dead. This is gonna throw a wrench into my actuarial tables.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Ooh. Okay. Enjoy, Esther.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
Aww.
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Abernathy is such an old man name. Why don't you tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
I'm pretty sure you mentioned something about being plagued.
You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick. Wait, no. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen. Maybe I am feeling a little under the weather, but I swear I'm on the mend. Please, don't tell the constable.
Why not?
She'll toss me in the sick house. I would have confessed before the good vicar. Get some ablutions for my spirit. Just never found my courage is all. Hey, you're hale and healthy and possibly for hire, ain't ya? Do a good turn for an expiring old man?
How can I help?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break it, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Once again, Saturday snack is cherries and bread grapes. Ooh, cherries were super on sale here this week. I got some on Monday, and I definitely bought more yesterday. But for breakfast, I have a carrot muffin. Also, good morning, Danish. By the way, I'm also here to collect your gravesite fee.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Here, take my fees. I'm never getting that medicine, so I may as well buy myself a grave. Something nice and wide, with plenty of room to spin around inside.
You know, you're taking an awful risk trusting me.
I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
I'll leave you be. Okay. Said community center. Maybe that's something. Okay. So grave matter. Botanical lab. Alright, let's go fight some bad guys. It's Worst? Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
That'd be for me.
The thing is, I don't remember if we actually gave those antibiotics to someone else. I don't know. So... I actually don't think we need to sneak in here. I can't remember if I sold it to someone. Oh my goodness, this is what happens if I miss a week. I'm like, I have lost the plot. So it's giving me the language option that I sold it to someone, but I don't actually know if I did or if that's the game, you know, being like, oh yeah, I sold it to someone else. Okay, I definitely bumped into something. What do you guys think that is? Bell pepper? I'm not really sure what that is. That's a big old fish, though. I can't imagine it's very fresh anymore, though. We did find medical supplies in here, though. No idea what that antique saber does, but it's mine now. Mock apple juice. That sounds disgusting. It makes me think of that, like, the sugar-free apple juice that's basically, like, just artificially sweetened water that once met an apple, like, on the subway, and then that was it. It must have been in one of the medical boxes I picked up. Shoot. Spacer's choice. What is it called? Sprats? That is a mock apple. Okay. A mock apple juice. Alright. Alright. I just want to see how rare antibiotics are actually in this game. Because I don't know if that was like one of those choices that we made, that I made. I think I may have sold it. Oopsies. Ooh, it's muffin time. Oh. I think because I did all this last time, everything's open. So I don't really have a reference for, like, it said it would have, it's whoever got the key card off of. So it's probably not these unfortunate victims of whatever happened in here. The Sprouts are both weird and cute. Like I said, they really remind me of the, was it Boglins? From Ark. I think their first appearance is in is it Ark Genesis Part 1 maybe? Yeah, I probably either sold it to another competing person or I just outright sold it. Oops. Oh, oh, I did turn it over. Okay, so I do have the option of unaliving Constable Reyes and getting it back at some point. But alright, so we have technically finished that quest. Alright, back to Edgewater. There you go, Anthracillin. You gotta love the creatures, but can we go to the barber shop? Not that we have much to cut.
I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Oh, Parvati's got curly hair, so I wouldn't be surprised if she did her own.
I can't possibly cut anyone's hair in the dark.
I've got questions for you.
Go ahead.
You, what do you know about the plague?
The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
What are the symptoms?
Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching.
Why don't you treat all your workers?
Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
Whose idea was that?
Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
You seem pretty enthusiastic about this place.
Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
I'm assuming that this isn't the only, like, corpo government we're going to encounter. Well, Silas sent me, to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
Are you broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
You have a pretty loose definition of the word prosperity.
Edgewater is built on the discipline and sacrifice of its people. Say what you will about our town, but we all pull together. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
What about an IOU?
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Okay, interesting. Conrad, receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer Choice property. Eugene was an asset, and somebody has to pay this price. This is going to ruin us. So I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth, heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing the body, right? Just dig around and pry him out. We'll sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body price. Nobody is the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis. What about the gold teeth, bro?
What can I do for you?
Oh, you sound like you had some training. I know a thing or two about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Only if we use the term doctor loosely.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon. And if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
58%? I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral?
You know about Eugene? How?
I found the note from Phyllis.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
I'm sure he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
Are you sure about this?
I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
I was told that Eugene killed himself. What happened?
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
So the town never had to pay a penalty.
We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
How much karma are we going to lose for this? If no one sees me, it doesn't count.
Hey, I saw that. What do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving.
Carry on.
Yeah. Oops. Was it worth the bits? Probably not. But if the game didn't want me to play as a scumbag, they should have never given me the choice. Sprats. Oh.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
I think we have a miscommunication here. You seem confused.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Yeah, gotta watch out for those.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Well, I guess if your resistance needs another gun, I'm for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's chaw. Few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armies pay enlistment fees.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name.
What do you need me to do?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
If I'm going after this mechanical, I could use some pointers.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing. Go on.
So what do you have against mechanicals?
You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Just looking at you, scanning you with its murderous oculars.
It is pretty creepy.
Mechanicals have been programmed to eliminate the human race. They've been programmed to replace us. First, they will rob us of our jobs. And once they have taken away our livelihoods, they will take away our very lives.
To be fair, we did see that at the power plant. You know, Silas sent me.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
He sure did. And he's asking for a little extra on top, you know, to furnish the resistance with mechanical repellent.
Mechanical repellent! A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple of bits for just such a project.
Alright, I'll leave you be. It was only a little scummy. Only a little. Alright, we got a side quest. Oh, well, I think, especially with our, cool gun, we might be able to, defeat some scouts, I guess. Alright, so we've definitely looted this place. Maybe we just have to go around this, like, the structure. Maybe we have to go through. Sprats! Sprat attack! Oh, hey! You can always use heavy ammo. It's definitely harder to come by than the light stuff. Oh, that's right. There are some things that we weren't able to hack. We'll just take everything for now. That's right. Early retirement to Byzantium. I don't know if I actually walked through this graveyard before. I don't know. Red means scary. Lifetime net value 4,289 bits. Ew. I guess you can't go in the mausoleum. I don't know why it's so funny to me, but as I've been playing through Fallout 4, I'm really entertained by the number of just weed whackers just in the world. What is this thing?
That's kind of interesting. I don't mind poking around a bit because honestly, there seems to be a lot of places to find, like a lot of little tucked away places that are good for just reading up on loot. We probably don't need anything quite that hefty. Probably. When's the last time I saved? That's a good question. That's always a good question. Might just be sprats. Might. It's gotta be sprats, right? Oh, is it the baby? Hi, baby girl. Good morning. You cannot have my muffin for several reasons. One of them is because it's mine. You got gravies today. And you know you'll get dental treats later. Oh my goodness. Hi, Babu. Hi, Babu. Oh, is that your bear? Go get him. Oh yeah, these are totally sprats. Wow, she really went for it? Hi, weirdo. Don't give me rabies. I feel like this is the second time we have fought rabid sprats in here. Might be. I feel like a letter sealed with wax would be quite out of place in this world. I want to read it. Crack that seal. Let's see what's inside. Whoop, guess not. The forgetful part of my brain. It's just so interesting just to see a tail. I know. I know several of the newer community members have asked about that. Because like sometimes it looks like I have a snake on my shoulder because of her tail being so stripy. Ooh, okay. So why is this entrance different? Oh, where did I end up? It's not a cave, but it's a place I'm not supposed to be. I just picked up something called Fun Times, so... Ooh, and some lockpicks. Well, we definitely got some loot.
It's funny when her ears looks hair on your head. You know, in the most cliche way possible, like, I really want my own pair of, like cat ears or something for my headset. But apparently, like, my Sennheisers, the band that goes across is he gonna aggro on me? I want to know if there's, like, a speech option for this guy. Can I talk?
Aw, he ain't no threat. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Go ahead.
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the by.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Parvati, why did you name the mechanical?
On account of I fixed him. And he's Jeremy on account of his helmet. It's like Jeremy, the officer in True Romantic Tales of the Space Guard.
Is that an Either-Way cereal or something?
Surely. I make a
Hebs-
point to watch every Tuesday night. Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
Self-diagnostics initiated. Please do not disturb.
Well, shoot. Parvati and I might be able to fix some other things, too. So much salt tuna. Do you think the water here is decent enough to, like, offset?
Self-diagnostics initiated. Please do not disturb.
Do you think that the water here is decent enough to, like, offset the amount of salt these people must consume eating the salt tuna? Oh. What do we got down here? We got sprats.
Look out!
Here they come.
Wow, great work!
I did very little in that scenario. That's a whole lot of magma. Or is it, I guess it's lava now, it's on the surface, right? I think it's actually more complicated than that, but that's about what I remember from geology. It's been a long time. It's been a very long time. You gotta admit, it's pretty cool. Thought maybe we would see some kind of, like, uncommon, I don't know, like
flame creature, maybe some kind of insect down here that like can live like near the, I guess the lava flows, I think is what they're called. Howler.
I've got not even a scratch.
Nice. I don't know, maybe the canids do have kind of like a wild, fiery appearance. We're marauders down here. Let there be a cave. Let there be a cave. I feel like that really didn't go anywhere. So I wonder if the Howler, like, kind of brings everyone, like, if there's a pack nearby, that's who summons everyone. Kind of like a, I don't know, like a screamer in, like 7 Days, that kind of thing. Before we take off, though, I do want to dig around and see if I missed any locked boxes under the landing pad. I think we got it, but I could be wrong.
Town's been dark a while now. Could be a mechanical trying to sabotage us.
You won't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination.
Be my guest.
You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
You hid your secret weapon in the lavatory.
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter. On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Cute. Probably should put that away. Probably.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
No worries, Parvati. No worries. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's fun. I don't know if we've really explored the cantina too much.
Power's gone. Law knows how long. Looking to get drunk? Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contractually obligated to recite company slogans to any visitors. Plague got you feeling woozy? Get yourself boozy with Spacer's Choice.
Amazing. I just felt like chatting.
Go ahead.
I was wondering if you knew anything about the Hope.
The Hope? No, I've never mixed a drink by that name. I could get you a rum and something if you like. Wait, no, never mind. We're all out of something.
I'm not talking about drink. I'm talking about I'm from the Hope myself.
You feeling a bit flushed? Look, why don't you go set yourself down in the corner before you get all tangle-footed?
The Hope's out there somewhere with hundreds of thousands of other colonists.
Would you keep your voice down? You're gonna get the whole cantina written up. The Hope's folklore, all right? 60, 70-year-old folklore by now. The board don't approve of spreading seditious rumors and falsehoods. You're inviting trouble talking that way, and I don't want a part of it. Look, either shut your gob or stick a drink in it. We're done talking about this. Coming right up.
0G brew. %99 water. Perfect. Now with 11% more natural water flavoring. Yes, please. Oh, guys, come on now. Spacer's Choice assorted flavored tea brewed with Tropical leaves. Caffeine drink. +1 mind attributes. Yeah, we'll buy one of those. Winslow.
Never seen you here before. You a visitor? Welcome. On behalf of the Spacer's Choice family, let me welcome you to where am I again?
Edgewater.
Edgewater, jewel of the Vale. May the law bless our beloved cannery with 100 years of, what's it called? Productivity. That's the one. Yep, that's us. Productive.
Shouldn't you be working?
I am in no condition to do any work. Not so long as my injuries trouble me.
You're injured?
Yep. Got my mid stuck in a rotor wheel. Shredded my wrist up real good. Conrad went and sewed up my hand, but I couldn't do much about the pain. Boss was real generous to me, though. Got myself a 5% discount on 0G brew. After the second bottle, the only pain I feel is emotional.
Sounds like you need a surgeon.
Hey, Conrad's a surgeon. Well, he's a barber. That's like surgery, but for your hair.
It's like surgery but for your hair. Any other named folks in here? It doesn't look like it. Alright. I feel like I haven't poked my head in enough places now. Alright. That guy needs antibiotics. That's Mercer.
How am I supposed to file a report with the power dead?
I guess you don't have to now. Funny how that works.
Adelaide was right to leave.
Desertion is a criminal offense.
Guess that's more or less everything.
I can't imagine this town has much going for it. Oop, wrong one. Mantisaur looks terrifying. I'm sure we'll fight one. Hello, sir.
Town's been dark a while now. Could be a mechanical trying to sabotage us.
I found that package you mentioned.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here's a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
So what's next?
Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
Don't worry about that, I already have it.
I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
You mean like this one?
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Oh, wow. Two, three, four, five. Yeah. Okay, oh, and I believe we get a perk. I think we're gonna take Pack Mule. All right. So I think we just need one more perk and we can start picking from tier 2. So while we're here, Well, that works for me. Level 8. It's evidently leveling faster than in Fallout. So what kind of vending machines do we have? What is this? Guess we'll hold on to the shock stick. Let me just take a look at my inventory real quick here. So 137 versus 56. We are going to sell blade on stick. And this pickaxe, I think. Oh shoot, I bought that, not sold that. Crud. Okay, well, we're selling it back. And apple. Apple. Oh, sweet. We got bullets and things. I love it. The happy cysty pig. That's disgusting. I might hold on to that. Bracelet, pocket watch, cigarette lighter. Depleted. Leather boa hide, okay. Cigarette lighter. We have 4 rings. A coolant tank. What is this? Pneumatic piston. I don't even know where I just like picked up stuff. I don't know. So wait, do we have like more? Oh, we do have some, I guess, decent credits. I don't know. Something tells me that it's probably better to acquire armor than... But yeah, let's go check out under the platform and see... Oh. So we just have to resolve this, and then I guess we are back to tried to get back on our ship and, like, go somewhere. Let's go down a little farther. For some reason I thought there was something under the landing pad. Or at least there had been. Alright, well, I don't think we need to sneak under here. Yeah, I was pretty sure. I couldn't remember if we came back for the locked chest under here. But our lockpicking has gotten a little better, so. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm in the right spot. Oh, yeah, it's rabbit, that's why.
Here we go! Look at us!
Oh, yeah, look at this.
Easy.
Just a piece of junk. Oh, it's a light. That's what it is. I saw one of those at a weird angle and I was like, what is that? Nothing. The answer is it is literally nothing. Oops. Oh my gosh, I hear the cat next door with her zooms. It's so funny because she and Ripley have never met, but they play together through the wall. Like, one will have zooms and then the other has zooms, and they like yell at each other through the wall. It's like really cute and weird at the same time. Hold on, what quest are we on? Alright, return to Silas. I don't know if it's like a strength check or something, but I really wish we could jump a little better. So it sounds like only the big sprats and the rabid ones are the aggressive ones. Like, this guy's fine. See? I mean, these are babus, but like, still. Yeah, because Silas is like the first person we met, I think, other than like a generic guard.
Miss Parvati? Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this lady.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
Oh. What are you talking about?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
I'm sorry, Parvati, I didn't know.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
We need to talk about Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
You first. I know you buried him.
Well, yeah. It's what I'm contractually obligated to do. What's this about?
He has solid gold teeth. Could be worth something if you pulled him out.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
I'll keep an eye out.
Let me know if you find anything.
Hey, about those fees you wanted.
You run into any trouble?
No. Paperwork, fees, and signatures.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
I went out of my way for you.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
Something for something a little more tangible.
Oh, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
You know, Abernathy was trying to hide his own illness.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
He was convinced you knew.
What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A, for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
Let me ask you something else.
Yeah?
Have you heard any news about the Hope?
The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. There a reason you asking?
Are you saying everyone's forgotten about us?
Hope's just a rumor, friend. Ancient rumor at that. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you.
I don't understand. They said the colony was expecting us.
Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about Hope this and Colony that, but you need to stop. Or there's gonna be trouble.
Alright, then I guess we'll change the subject.
Something I can do for you?
I'll see you around. Okay. So, we heard something about footprints. Something about marauders. Do you think he would have just filled it in? It's gonna take me a while to get used to that. It really will. Okay. Yeah, there is a marauder encampment. Right? Yeah, up the river and then to the left.
I used to skip rocks in the river till Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terraforming. I think she was jealous. She don't know how to skip rocks her own self.
Oh, listening to Parvati, like, with the tea is pretty good. Do you hear that? Yeah. Oh. We need to get on higher ground. Yeah. Well, there's our ship.
This'll be quick. Thanks, Mars.
Whoop. Okay, if we blind him. Okay.
Got 'em all.
Nice. I feel like we're going to need a primal brain. Like, what else would they be for in this world if we weren't meant to use them for a quest or a crafting ingredient, something like that? Okay. There's our big gun. Alright, cool. I like that we can sneak in the grasses. It's great. What are those? Terror rays. Okay, we're heading right for it. This is like the closest marauder camp we have. But I don't know. Let's see. I don't know if these guys will replenish. They'll get tougher each time. That kind of thing. We felt, I don't think these guys were completely overrun like primals or anything, so I just assume. Well, it's not stealing, but it was probably contraband to begin with. Ooh, someone's getting into this house. That's not jump. That was silly. I've cracked all of these. What is a tasso blocker? I got questions. Okay, well, we followed the river. We should check over there too, because these might not be the only potential places that he was buried. Eugene, I think the guy's name was? I want to know what that thing is. It just looks like a sea mine. Is that the right word for those? From like World War II? You know, there is this like outside camp too. I guess I didn't really consider. Knock on some doors. Hello, raiders, are you home? Do you have some gold teeth that don't belong to you? Red means scary. This is probably... So this is where we dispatch those little guys. Dissenters in our midst. Some good old sci-fi propaganda. Gotta love it. Oh, every time I'm gonna... I did it once and like have not been able to replicate it. I think I have to like run and jump. I think that's what I ended up doing the first time. There's some more outbuildings over here. Gross. Alright, we've definitely been here before. Let me try to make that jump one more time, and then I'm gonna look around, make sure I have all the grave sites, because I don't think I do. I don't think that graveyard in the front is it. Okay. Now it's a matter of pride. I gotta get across this jump. A jump that I've done before and did just fine. And now I just keep breaking my leg. There we go. and that ended up being it anyway. There we are. I guess I was expecting like actual footsteps. Oh, that spooked me. That like dust mote, I don't know, it kind of looked like a feather. And I was like, ooh, how did I miss that? Yeah, okay, here's some more. I've got questions about these. Milton. He said he dug a hole. And then it was gone. Oh good, it autosaved for me. I think I have it set up for every 5 minutes. So we can't access the second floor of this building. I don't think we can access this building at all. Alright, I gotta know. Is this something that we find eventually? Okay, I don't know if we're actually supposed to find it. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're actually supposed to find that, so I guess that's why in our journal it's complete, because yeah. Alright, I guess we're going back to our ship now.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship.
Come with me.
On a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post.
You know what? Those deserters left Edgewater behind. Nothing keeping you from doing the same.
I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But
hell yeah, home slice.
Can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
I'd be happy to have you along. Pick a cabin, and it's yours.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, ma'am. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
She's so cute. Somebody really liked Kaylee from Firefly. Like, honestly.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Hell yeah, you will. Yeah, maybe it's the core of a ship we saw, like, out in that field. I wonder if we can fill all of these. Like... So we have Kaylee and we have... I want to say Book, but this guy strikes me as being a little too sleazy for Book. This is exciting! Maybe he's more of a... I don't know. If he had more useful skills, I'd call him a Simon, but... What do I have up here? Riot control, armor, airmid, ballistic. 6, 7. Okay, we're gonna scrap that. So hibernation suit. I feel like I shouldn't get rid of it quite yet. Guess it's an intercom? Oh my goodness, could we actually be taking off? After weeks of me just like faffing about?
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise. What can I do for you, Captain?
I have a power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Wait, so if I talk to her...
What
oh,
can
it's
I
the
do
same
for-
angle.
Goodbye.
Yeah, we're installing stuff. I'm glad I took that bit of science before we came back. Vera, as long as we're good with guns, we should be okay with some other things. Doing dumb stuff all day. She is literally just standing by that front door. Girl, I'm not kicking you out of here. Alright, Ada, help me out.
What can I do for you, Captain?
Alright, we're installed.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
We cannot skip takeoff the first time.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Oh, yeah.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I can slow time down now.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Why do I need a nav key to land on a planet?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll
love it.
Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
Right, the Black Marketeer.
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
All right.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Oh, that's fun. I'll put it to good use, thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
All right. Hold on, I want to go to the captain's quarters. Ooh, we really haven't been in here.
Is it time for your regular daily period of unconsciousness?
Oh, do we have safe storage now? What is this?
I so enjoy...
Woo! Nice.
after watching you sleep for hours on end, Captain. It's quite entertaining the way you drool and whimper.
Welcome, Captain. Ah, message from Alex Hawthorne. Ah, from Udom Bedford. Wingman's Wingman. Wingman. Oh, I forgot to mention my previous message. Silly me. I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures of Singularity Steel. It's about a dashing space pirate with a heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly board approved, so don't go showing it around to your space buddies. I'm hoping it'll amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarities to a certain someone are entirely intentional. Oop, I went too far. There's a lot to read. Archive messages. Oh god, that's a lot of text. That's a lot of text. Black market leads. Just kind of looking for anything that really stands out. We'll probably, yeah. Just gonna click these open to see if there are any yeah, that's weapons from the void. Alright. Weapons from the void. Logs in the captain's terminal on the Unreliable mention finding a powerful weapon. Perhaps the Halcyon colony contains other weapons, which, like this one, push the boundaries of what science thinks it can achieve. It would be worthwhile to seek out these devices. Acquire the science weapon on Groundbreaker. Acquire Phineas's science weapon. If Hawthorne left behind any clues, they'd be in here. So, cool. Alright. But, I think, for now, we have to go to Groundbreaker anyway. So, did see we got some more stealth. Holographic Shroud. The holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companions that gives you access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridges. Alright, Vigor has a level up. Healthy, boisterous, sneaky. Hacks. Alright. She's looking good. She's, yeah. Alright. So we are navigating. Oh, now we finally get to use this cool piece of equipment. Haha. We are going to Groundbreaker. So Phineas's lab, Terra 2, Fade's Monarch, Byzantium, A mining asteroid. Okay, so we are on Terra 2. So yeah, I guess we're going to Groundbreaker. I wonder if this map will fill in. Here you can see all the planets in the system that you've discovered. You can fly your ship to any location that you have unlocked. Through some landing bays require special codes and keys before you're allowed to land there. Alright, continue. Hi, baby.
Mission reached. The Groundbreaker.
Alright.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I'd like to learn more about the colony.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
The Groundbreaker.
We're cleared to dock with the Groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
Well, give me the spiel on Groundbreaker.
The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more.
She's cleaning her flute.
Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
You can take care of that for us, right?
I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship.
Perfect. I'm going to ignore her sass.
You are more than welcome, Captain. Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
We've barely gone
Kat,
anywhere.
Can we talk?
Sure.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson?
Well, what about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Drinking sapphire wine sounds like a euphemism. Like, they were good friends. They were roommates. I don't know why. Maybe because the word sapphire is really close to the word sapphic. I don't know. Alright, sure, we could head over to engineering now.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Oh, excuse me. Break time's over. We'll leave the vicar here. So it looks like, yes, we can build a full crew. Alright, can we talk to Jane?
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to ground, Captain.
Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
Oh, Parvati is so cool. I know she's gonna work hard.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. Need a drink.
Whoop. Just arrived? Head over to Customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Notice you're in the middle of an argument there.
Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
I'd like to hear your side. What happened?
I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
So you clearly resolve differences like adults, right?
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Got any plans?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing. But I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Captain of the, Unreliable?
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
Never caught your name. I'm Adamanda.
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
See you around, Felix.
See you around, boss.
I wonder... Oh, hi. Wonder if he's got some potential. Alright, let's just check out the dock here. Can we close this door? Oh, we can. Get in here. Hi. Hold on.
Okay, going quiet.
It's like not stealing if they can't see me, right? Not in here. 10 seconds. And I'm like, yeah, but what can I steal though? In case I really, you know, botch this. Boop-a-doo. Stevedore. Makes me think that there's someone who worked on this game whose name was Steve. So they named everyone Steve. Like it's got a title. Ooh, restricted access. Mm-hmm. Okay. So if we can get a pass, we can go in here. Oh, okay. Maybe... Yeah, I know it gets us more, like, stuff. But, like, that seems, I don't know. So...
can either fight Sneak or use the holographic shroud. So how do I use the holographic shroud? Okay. All right, let me see. How do I use it? That's what I want to know. Okay. It's not a... Okay, maybe... Alright, so my question is, how do I use the shroud? Wikipedia, you're going to mean, well, the wiki for this. Let's see. Alright, so how do I use this? That's not correct. Holographic shroud. Probably should have, like, read that little bit about the holographic shroud, and I didn't. Oh, excuse you. Oh, okay. So in this area, all right, we're going to save first because I think this might be our like first opportunity to use this. It says that the holographic shroud Okay, cool. Mostly just want the lockpicks and stuff. Oh. Come on, let's go. So that is kind of the timer at the bottom that tells us that, you know, oh, there was one outside the whole time. Okay, so it does refill. Alright. Alright, that's very cool. So now we see how that works.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Alright, Wheeler. What's up?
Identification, please.
Here's Hawthorne's ID.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
So how do I get it resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. Can't miss it.
So why was my ship impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be
Wheeler's
mentioning
a tool.
But what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Well, I'll get this straightened out.
You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Her shipment?
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Fair.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I'm looking for someone named Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Wait, what was that? I'm looking for a drink. Any recommendations?
Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right. You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
Can I find a job around here?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. 2 biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
If I'm looking for something a little more local?
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
Alright. How about something long-term?
If you're thinking to make a career here, don't waste your time. Full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited, or go to a fellow crew member's kid. Keep it in the family, you know.
How does Halcyon Holdings work anyway?
Are you pulling my leg?
I just want to hear your take on it.
Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the board.
The board runs most of the system, don't they?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing base. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
How does Groundbreaker fit into all of that?
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirtside, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring
Hey, free
life.
marketeer, welcome to the stream.
I guess that was the start of our independent spirit.
Yeah, we finally got off Terra 2, so we're kind of making our way through the system, I guess. How are you today?
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself. Glad to help.
What do you know about sublight salvage?
They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads.
Oh.
Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished.
I'm doing
They're
pretty
on the
good.
promenade run
What
by
are you
a
playing
woman
this
named
morning?
Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
I didn't think there were many independent operators in the system.
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either.
I guess that's all I need to know about
All right.
work. What can you tell me about Udom Bedford?
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Sounds like a... So there's tension between Groundbreaker and the board.
They can't abide an independent township,
World War
especially
Z,
not
for
one they
some
gotta depend
reason,
on. We're the first and last stop
like
out
this
of this
game, even
colony.
though it's repetitive.
All
Okay.
their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
It's like third person Left 4 Dead. Yeah, I've seen a little of World War Z. I don't know if it's really for me, but I could see why someone would really enjoy it. I think Mr. B and I are probably going to hit the ground running pretty hard once 7 Days to Die exits Alpha in a couple weeks. So that should be exciting. Sounds complicated.
Sounds like, yeah. But from where I sit, it's all coming through loud and clear. They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we may do all right. So far, anyway.
Thanks for the info.
Sure thing.
I'll see you around.
Be seeing you.
Alright, that was like a crud ton of information there. She's a Mardette. He said a desk behind him. I don't know if it's an actual desk though. What's this? Is there anyone behind me? Shh. Yeah, you got it, girl. If it's not nailed down.
Well, I think this guy's having a little swig back here. Not in my business, I can tell you that. Okay, so this I think is the other side of where we stole that ID card. Fine by me.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
We're interrupting your advertiser for the following story. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Okay.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Tripical Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
I wonder how you measure crunch. Wow. This is something. Freighter crew. Did we walk by the desk? We may have walked by the desk.
Aftertaste the rainbow.
Aftertaste the rainbow. Oh, that's choice. Okay. Flores. All restricted access. Okay. Freighter crew. I still think someone worked on this game by the name of Steve, and that's why that's called Stevedore. It's not a hot take. I think it's pretty... I don't know. Just because of the way other developers are, like the sense of humor. Oh, I can talk to Flores? Oh, Commandant. Okay.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting,
Hi,
I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
What bounties do you have available?
Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is.
Oh my gosh.
Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one but 2 officers.
Like illegal substances?
Swerving in the air was more like it. Then he crashed hard into the dock and tumbled out of his ship and fled on foot.
Sounds fun.
Spilled Rizzo's Violet Spectrum vodka all over Officer Hartley. An affront of its own, considering none of us are approved for anything higher than green spectrum.
Any leads on where I can find McRed?
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
I'll take the posting.
You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head. Or his lucky lighter.
Oh, his lucky lighter.
I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
What's it like working security detail on the space station?
Do I look like your gossipy best friend?
Yes,
Well,
I love
post.
it.
I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell. Understand?
Just making conversation.
I'm not here for a chat. Now get moving before I see you moved.
What's a Mardet?
We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know.
But why not guard or officer?
The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet. Folks started calling us Mardets because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck.
I'll be on my way. Can I talk to Flores? I can't remember who made this game. Obsidian. Unless you want, like, specific devs, then I'd have to, like, look that up.
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
I could use some work. Any pointers?
Chief Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs, but you could try asking at Sublight Salvage. They got an office on the far end
Yes,
of the promenade
the humor
deck.
is very Fallout.
Anything else I can help you with, ma'am?
Just getting my bearings. What do you do here?
This is the security desk, ma'am. If you're here to report a crime, you'll want to talk to Commandant Sanita. I'm not authorized to take incident reports anymore.
Any more?
I'm not so good at filing. Mix up first name and surname 1, 2, 7 times. Well, folks are liable to start taking your filing privileges away.
Do you do, I don't know, tours?
We can't just let anyone walk in here. I wouldn't be, well, it's not...
It definitely is a little
We just
goofier, I think, than Fallout.
Maybe
but
if you clear an open bounty and get in good with Commandant Sanita, or help Chief Tennyson fix this heat, that might warrant a thank you tour or something.
We're friends, right, Lee? Do me a favor and I'll owe you one?
All right.
Yeah!
Yes. In and out, though. Just try not to do any shady stuff. I'd like to keep my job.
Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, that's very similar. I mean, it handles very much like Fallout. I would say it handles most like Fallout 4, but that would kind of make sense just because of the age of the game. But, yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's how this all connects. Okay. Because we came in here with our hologram thing, and then... Okay. So what do we have over here? What are these? What is that? Prayer beads. Okay. So this is how it all clicks together. I liked it, but I tried making a melee build, which turned out that you still need guns. Yeah, and honestly, I feel like Fallout does have the same problem. Even if you want to do something unconventional, you still need to have a little bit of gun savvy. Yeah, I could see that. Things that also have like hefty range, even when you're just starting, like the primordials, I could see like really just getting really hurt with all that.
Can we rent an upstairs room?
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertising.
Is that a pink? Like, oh my gosh, what are they called? Oh, I had the name in my head earlier. Come back here.
Lawless, savage, and unemployed.
Sprout? Sprat. There we go. Especially in the hardest difficulty, yeah. I'm a coward. I don't play in the hardest difficulty. Like, I'm just gonna get through the game first, and then we'll go from there. Is this considered stealing? I guess we're about to find out. That's fair. You know, I say it all the time. I love gaming, but I know I'm not good at it. Like, let's not pretend. I'm just here for the ride. What can I say? Ooh. Glow, we found Gladys.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Phineas sent me. He said you could sell me a nav key to Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. and they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have
Tea
an
all over my
opportunity
chin.
you'd be interested in.
Okay. Tell me about this opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
No qualms here!
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
We're gonna get some Auntie Cleo lore, possibly. Why was it abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Reavers!
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Say no more, I'm in.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our
So we finally
affairs.
meet some of the other big companies. Abandoned outpost, corporate secrets. Got it.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
What other jobs do you know about?
Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief.
I think we're going to be in this
She's been
port for
trying to get a
while.
handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar.
What do you have for sale?
I found a handsome ceramic mandapillar at a salvage auction last week.
Okay, well, we can repair our own stuff. At least now we can. Okay, what did I pick up? Okay, well, I think we're gonna hold on to some of these guys, but we don't need the tuna, at least not now. So all of our junk, amazing. Tuna, nicotine, mock apple juice, which I think is just the grossest thing. I think we're done for now. Okay, I do need to take a quick break. Since the beginning of the pandemic, I finally joined a new gym again. I'm not gonna lie, my thighs kind of hurt today. So yesterday I did cardio by literally just walking straight up a hill for 30 minutes, and that was half my cardio. So anyway, I will be back in a second. I know that my chair is kind of coming to the end of its life, but I won't replace it until it's dead. And I don't know, I feel like there's definitely some personality with my green velvet chair. What can I say? It's a mood.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
What kind of business do you and Gladys have running?
Didn't quite catch that. You'll have to speak up.
Business.
Glass year. Sorry, there's a lot of static on my end.
Forget it.
Huh. Now that I heard.
Do you do business with the Promenade merchants?
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
How's life on Groundbreaker?
Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown.
How does Groundbreaker keep the board at bay?
Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
You mentioned Sublight.
Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one.
Well, I guess I'll be on my way. I feel like that Sprat is different. And maybe it's just because it's pink. I don't know. Because all of them have been kind of like gray or blue, right?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Hi, can I help you, ma'am? Are you scratching my footrest?
From the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed. Talk to your local manager.
I'm behind on Ripley pictures over on her Insta. It's been a crazy couple weeks, so. Okay. Well, if it's not stealing, I'm taking it. And if it is stealing, then I'm stealing it. Okay. Alright, I learned my lesson. I should not just start leaping off of things. The number of times I've broken my leg had the game prompt me for, like, if I wanted to just, I don't know, be afraid of heights. And I feel like that's a terrible, terrible idea. Oh. Shh. Oh. Ooh, we got some lore. Hi, baby. I served on 2 corporate freighters before I got stranded here. Everyone's heard my sob story, but no one is listening. To them, I'm just background radiation. Wasn't my fault the captain decided to take off early. Wasn't my fault no one checked the crew manifest. Wasn't my fault they replaced me with a full-timer. Now I'm filthy, bitless, and bedless. As far as anyone's concerned, I'm Groundbreaker's trash, and that's how I live. And if no one agrees to take me on as crew, I suppose that's how I'll die. I will snag those armor parts, though. I'll leave the juice. I like how there's a welcome mat down here. Yeah, this seems right. You know, because they had talked about, oh, I forgot to level up. They talked about Starfield for literally years, and I was so excited for it. Like, the promise of, like, an open world space game. Like, scratch that itch of, you know, Stargate and Firefly and Star Trek, especially, like, Voyager. And I was just like, oh, but one of the fellows in my tabletop group was like, Amanda, you should play Outer Worlds. When you finish something, you need to play it. And I put him off like 2 or 3 times, and finally I was like, all right, we're doing it. Stargate Atlantis game would be cool. Yeah, I agree. So I didn't watch much of Atlantis. I did watch a fair bit of SG-1, but like I have such like, I remember seeing like the original Stargate movie in theaters. Now keep in mind, my like favorite movie of all time is The Fifth Element. I love just trashy, like unclean, kind of dirty sci-fi without a, I don't know, like, don't get me wrong, I love Star Trek. I grew up on TNG, loved Voyager, but it's just too clean for me to believe that's what the future is gonna look like. You know, maybe that's why Alien is like my favorite franchise, because it's this big like corpos and that kind of stuff. So, so this really scratches the itch, and we've played a couple storylines in like Scum and Villainy for tabletop, and if you know folks who play tabletop, if you play tabletop and you want like the Trade Federation version of like the Star Wars saga, Scum and Villainy is for you. If you like Firefly, Scum and Villainy is for you. I just recently, so we're taking a break. We're pivoting back to Vampire the Masquerade, but I'm playing. So think like Bashir. So like suave kind of horn dog doctor, but think like tall blue alien like the Diva Plava Laguna. And that's what we're talking about. Like pansexual doctor, and like the universe is their oyster. Amazing. Love it. It was a good time. But like one of the aspects of like being a doctor is you can take a feat that's called like accepted anywhere, and as long as you're wearing like scrubs or like your white coat and stethoscope, people will be like, oh, she's a doctor, let her through, it's fine. Oh, that man looks like a surgeon, that's okay. Oh, that's a nurse, bring him on through. Doesn't matter, 6 heads, it's fine, as long as you're wearing that white coat. It's so good. So it kind of like that paired with stealth has proven to be very useful. All right, let's, you know what? We're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and, oh, maybe we'll do, hold on. Let's see, 1, 2. Hold on, let me try this. There we go. I knew what I wanted, and then I got distracted, because I am forever distracted. Okay, so dialogue. Oh, okay, cool. I'm not really into intimidating. Right? Okay, and then we get a perk, I think, next time, and that'll be our last perk. Yeah. I don't know if that auto-saved after I, like, tinkered around in there, but we're gonna save anyway. Oh, this looks like a terribly dangerous place to be. I'm glad I came in here. We got some lockpicks. Aw. I am here for some... Where are we? Hold on. Nope. Oh, okay. Alright, well, I'm glad we saved. Got some Adrena time, some Dervish Mist. I have every intention on robbing this place blind.
Nicely done.
Oh. Oh, guys, look at this. Oh, quarantine. Okay. Let's not get some weird, like, space herpes. We gotta go. Yeah. Nah, I'm not gonna take someone's snacks. That's just mean. Oh, that was such a cool find. Okay, so I wonder how many more secret places there are. Oh. Yeah, I think that little pink sprute or sprat is somebody's pet.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Martin Callahan. Okay, we'll be back.
Are you listening to me, Emfuru?
So I think where we were is back.
You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene. I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place.
What's this about your friend?
Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
I bet that's the bloody mess back there. Well, maybe I can look in on Jesse.
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
I know how we can do it.
Something I can help you with?
I would like to see Jesse Doyle.
If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount.
We know how to get in the back,
no,
though.
You may not see her.
Records say. Have you actually spoken to her yourself?
She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying.
Can I buy supplies from you? You seem well stocked.
Not without dispensation from Chief Jun Lei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here.
How do you mean?
We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable.
See you around.
Take care.
Okay. So, alright, we'll be back. So now we know something is up. We found that bloody body. He doesn't even know for sure. And he's just giving, like, the corporate read for this. Whoop. Okay.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Remember Auntie Cleo?
Yeah, this way. Someone doesn't like me.
So I guess the goal is we're gonna sneak in through quarantine. I guess we're getting space herpes after all. Oh well. Can we strafe? Alright, I need to see where Jesse is on this map. Alright, so it's through the other door.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
Nope.
Looking sharp.
Ollie Ollie toxin free? I love it. Oh, it's so stupid. I love it.
To the last ratchet on rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Ellie sent me.
What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
Open the door before I kick it down.
Should've known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Inadvertently, I befriended a bloodhound in the process. Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
Don't look so bad.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you?
Far from it.
See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
What did you do to get in trouble?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
You think someone follow you and now you're hiding out?
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
You stole it.
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm.
Holy crap.
Anywho, I barely made it out with
Sounds
my
like a
life,
trap.
and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
Ellie asked me to help you, so that's what I plan to do.
Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me.
I'll talk to Udon for you.
Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Alright. I was actually kind of hoping we might find some of those antibiotics, although they're probably not the right ones. What is this? Okay, we're running out of... Okay.
What? What was that? Hold it! What do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving.
Just don't make more paperwork for me, alright?
Getting too chatty, I guess. I want to know what's up there that's so angry at me. Alright, I am so excited that we found, I guess it's not a super secret place, but instead of going in through the front door. So, that makes me happy. Still not as good as a cave. Okay. Whoop.
Regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to
Alright. Sounds like Ellie is a much more upstanding person than Jesse was anticipating.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now or I'll
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
Yeah, sounds good. Look at this guy.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Alex is dead.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
Oh. I like some of my language options here. This is great. I'm very sorry for your loss.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
What was your relationship with him?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Yes, he did.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die?
He died in an escape pod accident.
Oh, awful business that. But why? How? No. Best not to ask after the gory details.
Again, I'm very sorry. But can we get back to the topic at hand?
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Why is the board so interested in Wells?
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
Why do you think I'd know anything about Wells? Alex never mentioned Phineas Wells.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
I'm here about Jessie Doyle. I'm here to settle her debt. Her debt.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
She's worth more alive than dead. Put her under an indentured contract.
That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate?
The way I see it, she doesn't have much choice.
I quite concur. It's refreshing to deal with someone practical for a change. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
I want to ask you something else.
Be my guest.
Can you get me to Stellar Bay?
Good law! Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit?
So, no.
No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no.
Does this seem hot in here to you?
Ugh. Law, but it's miserable. My underarms are damp. How can I be expected to work in these conditions?
My underarms are damp.
Chief Tennyson is supposedly looking into the cause, but I've seen no action from her. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that.
So what are those locked doors in the back?
A luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use.
Oh no, another game with a Rockwell. Back to my questions.
Ask away.
I'll see you later. We're not selling out Phineas because I think there's more to it. Here, let's save in case we have to go the back way again. Oh, there's so much to do on this space station. I'm so excited.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. Except being right. That's nice, too.
Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm indentured to the board now. I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than winding up dead. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
She's got a great character model. Watch yourself while I'm gone. It's just nice to see like a character with an an actual nose. There's a lot of we see a lot of characters just like little upturned like button noses and stuff, and well, not all of us have that, so. Alright, so I don't know if we saved the day, but we did that as cheaply as possible. But, yeah. Oh, I believe it is actually time. I, have to adult again today, but not quite so early. So, yeah, but thank you so much for everyone hanging out this morning. This was a blast. I should be back tomorrow, hopefully with Mr. B for more, Boulder's Gate. I know he's been, No, it's past time, so you have to go until next Saturday, 6 p.m. Oh my goodness, Danish. Oh my goodness. I wish I could stream every day, but at this phase of my life, I cannot. But hopefully, Mr. B is up to streaming tomorrow. We've both been pulling a lot of overtime, so yeah. But I will see, hopefully, some of you at least tomorrow for more Baldur's Gate, more Fallout 3, and like I said, when 7 Days to Die exit alpha, I believe that we will be pivoting over. I've been using the word pivoting a lot just because spending too much time at the office, I guess. But we'll be putting Baldur's Gate in the hiatus in favor of playing 7 Days to Die for a little while. So, alrighty, everyone. Well, until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. And happy sipping. Happy Saturday.